Welcome to another edition of Walton Entertainment. Today we'll have more news, information, and entertainment from your local hometown.
When I do festivals, that's when it's really fun because we meet so many interesting people. It's really fun because a lot of times people who make soap will come in the booth, and so we'll just sit and talk about soap, and I'll get ideas from them, they'll get ideas from me. I think probably soap making people are all nice people because I haven't met any that weren't just super great people, and we share ideas and tell what's worked, what hasn't worked, what people seem to like, and that's so much fun. I made my first batch of soap and couldn't quit. Yeah, and the reason I made it was because I was keeping my grandson, and he had a lot of skin issues when he was real little, and I thought, well, maybe I could come up with a soap that would be good for him because he would get bumps on his skin, but they were testing him for allergies, which didn't show up anything, and nobody knew what was going on, although he was having some allergic reactions sometimes that was evident. So I made my first batch of soap, and that was it. I could not quit. Even myself, when like this summer, I used to have to just slather lotion on all the time because my skin would get dry. And all during the summer, in the warm months, I don't have to use any lotion. And then in the cooler months, I use just a little bit, not as much as I used to use at all, because my skin is just staying is staying moisturized a lot better. So I think when people tell me, I've got people that I make goat milk soap for with no scents because they've got very severe reactions to any type of scent, even if it's the essential oil. So I can make soap for them, and I don't keep it in here in this room where it's got all the scents, but I take it upstairs and I'll put it out upstairs somewhere, not around all the odor of the essential oils, so they can have some soap, and I can guarantee them what's in that soap because I did it myself, so I know what's in it. So that's nice when people have a need and I can do something to help them.
Goats, goats, and more goats. It's all about the goats at Double Durango Farm in Loganville, Georgia.
This is Double Durango Farm in Loganville, Georgia. We started about 15 years ago with our goats, and we've been here 20 years. It just started really as a hobby, just for fun.
Double Durango Farm offers a variety of goat fun, including farm tours, photo shoots, custom stands, and goat yoga. That's right, goat yoga. If you're looking for a relaxing, unique meditation, what better way than with a herd of goats?
Goat yoga offers an opportunity for anybody to come and try it, and they don't have to worry about if they're doing the postures correctly or if they're really just enjoying doing something active with the goats and just sharing that moment, I think.
I found the goat yoga through Facebook, and I had some friends that were coming out and I wanted to try something different, so we found that it was here in Loganville and signed up.
So if you're looking for something to do with the family this weekend, look up Double Durango Farms in Loganville, Georgia. Creative Artists can offer you a wide range of video production. Call the experts and discuss your project today, whether it's your special event or your company. Creative Artist, 770-267-7368. Creative Artist produces this program you're watching. Call Creative Artist today, 770-267-7368. Creative Artist, they'll put you in the spotlight.
Hi, welcome to Monroe Walton Center for the Arts. As you can tell, we have our members show up. It is a celebration of the talent and the artistry of our members. And if you're a member of Monroe Walton Center for the Arts, you can enter our members show. The next one will be next January, so file that away in the back of your mind. But we have 6 categories. We even have a youth category. It's a really fun show. We have what we call fun art and we have fine art here. So it's a celebration of all. And our new byword here is art for all, and we take that very seriously here. You're welcome to come in and see the show, pick up a class list, just enjoy, relax. We have all kinds of free gatherings for all ages. Whether you're a writer or a teenager or an artist, we have free things you can participate in. So art for all, that's our byword for 2020. So come in and see this lovely show. We have, I think, almost, at least 130 different items for you to come in and see. And a lot of them are available for purchase, and so you can spruce up your home or your office or buy a really beautiful, unique gift for someone. The reception for this show is Wednesday night, January 22nd from 6 to 7:30. We'll do the awards. We have cash prizes that we award in the different categories. That ceremony will be right around 7 o'clock, but it's a wine and cheese reception from 6 to 7:30, and the public is invited to come meet the artist, see the show, find out who the winners are in the different categories, and then the show ends January 31st. Our next show coming in after that are student shows. We start with our elementary student shows, then we move into the middle school and the high school show, and that takes us into spring. So come see the show before it ends, and please, you're invited to come also to the reception. We have some new classes to tell you about. Our pottery classes are getting full. So Rebecca has opened up a new time. She has a Friday morning class at 10 o'clock. So come in and pick up. She has a total of 4 different classes, 3 for adults, 1 for kids in pottery. And it's all on our class list, but the Friday morning class is a new class time for her because she's filling up. Another popular class is our sip and paint classes. Those are held the 3rd Friday of every month, and those are filling up. We started out with just a few students, and now we're at 15 or so students. That's about all we can handle in those classes. So when you see those advertised, if you're interested, jump in, because we close the registration once we get to a certain amount and we can't take any more. The other thing is our Susan Pelham art class. That's going to be kind of an all-day, 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. class on Saturday the 25th of January. And that's for all levels. So if you're a beginner painter, or if you're more advanced and just want to up your skills, you can learn from a really accomplished, one of the best artists around, Susan Pelham, one of the founders here of the Art Center. And that's on January 25th. We have 2 new classes also starting. We have a monthly preschool art class. We've had tons of requests for that. So we're starting out at once a month for that class. It's a 4- and 5-year-old Saturday morning class. And that one starts January 25th, and that's a Saturday morning art class. And that's for 4 and 5-year-olds. The other one is a teen gathering, get out on a Friday night and paint class. And they'll explore different mediums and do different projects. And that's going to be on Friday, January 24th. That's a new class as well with a new teacher to us. Donna Guntharp has done our summer camps in the past, but she's branching out and doing more classes with us. So we'll have a 4 and 5-year-old Saturday morning class, and then a teens painting, kind of get out of the house, teens night out, and that's on Friday night, the 24th. Again, everything is on our website, monroewaltonarts.org, or you can come in to the center and get a class list, or you can give us a call, 770-207-8937. We hope to see you soon. Thank you.
You're watching Walton Entertainment.
The backyard breeding, when they're being killed at animal control every day, and well, not every day, in the hundreds, but there's a lot of them being killed. Why should they be breeding more when there's animals already at animal control dying because nobody wants them?
I'm tired of seeing it, just driving around in my small hometown, going down the back roads. When I bought my home, I was actually looking to move closer into town versus out of town, and driving around down there, just seeing dogs chained up and the constant barking because they're unhappy, and just the conditions that they're living in. It's not something that I wanted to live around.
How much y'all selling these?
100. They're red-nosed pits.
Okay. But you haven't had any shots yet?
No shots, no nothing.
That's the only thing that worries me is parvo.
Yeah.
It'll kill them so fast.
Say something, I'm giving up on you.
Hello, I'm Carol Queen and I live in Monroe, Georgia. Personally, I don't have any problems with dogs being outside as long as they are in a clean environment and in a fenced area. What does bother me is when the area is not safe for the animal or for other residents, and when the dog is tethered, and they seem to be tethered or chained 24/7.
Unfortunately, I see many dogs chained throughout the community. I think people are unclear that it's not that you can't put your dog out or have your dog on a runner, it's the tethering 24/7 that's the problem.
Say something, I'm giving up on you.
We've lived all over the country with my husband's career. He's played professional football in the NFL this past 7 years. So we've lived in multiple different states, and I've noticed as soon as we moved to Georgia, it broke my heart because the backyard breeders here and the chain dogs is just worse than anywhere else we've ever lived. So I really hope to see some change around here. It's hard to see that that's kind of accepted as normal or okay because it's very cruel.
We had an experience with a member in our group where she went to go receive a small dog in which she was wanting to adopt, and when she got to the actual site in which the dog was being taken care of, she noticed just piles of green and yellow water everywhere. There wasn't enough food for the dogs. They were sitting outside in a kennel where it wasn't properly clean. There was a lot of urine and feces everywhere. And
it was more of just a business.
Yes. And we cut
making more dogs to make money versus saving the dogs that are already out there needing homes, and thousands of dogs are killed.
In the last, say, 10 or 15 years, I've really noticed it's bad. There's a lot of breeding going on down in there, and they want the dogs to be tough and mean. And I don't try not to go down in that area, but I do see them when they walk up the street with them, especially when they're little, and they tug on them and drag on them and do things to try to make them mean.
You can always tell when a dog's been there for a long time because there's just dirt around the chain where they're living. I know most of the time if they've got water, it's dirty. If they're being fed, you don't know.
I'm a local business owner here at the Cotton Cafe located in Monroe, Georgia. Animals are precious souls, and we should be loving them and taking care of them as opposed to breeding them unmercifully and torturing them and keeping them tied to chains. We are increased with city and local taxes. We are letting our property values go down, and everything is having an impact on our local businesses here in Monroe.
Well, to me, it's all about the safety of people around. I'm a father. I've got children. It seems like what they're doing is making these dogs hyper-aggressive, and that's just going to, it's a safety issue with me. If I've got kids going down the street, and then what they're doing is walking on a great day, and then they get, attacked by dogs? What we're doing is we're hyper-aggressing these dogs just by chaining them up, mistreating them. That's not the right way to treat any kind of animal.
Say something, I'm giving up on you. And I'm sorry that I couldn't get to you. Say something, I'm giving up on you. Say something.
Hello Walton County, this is Kevin Littlewood, Chairman's Report on Walton Entertainment. Today I'm going to talk to you a little bit about a few things that's going on in the county. DOT is evaluating all of our roads and our intersections along with the cities. We're working together to try to move Walton forward. We're trying to enhance and embrace the Splash money that you gave us a couple of years ago on Splash and put that with some DOT money and some county and city money to try to pursue intersection improvements and some road widening and some better signalization in the county and in the cities. You'll be seeing some of that take place this spring and summer. We also are continuing to work with MAB, the group that's going to be putting the public store shopping center up north town on Highway 11. The city and the county and DOT and the developer all agreed to do a westbound on-ramp off of Charlotte Rowell. So you'll be able to go back toward Loganville if you get off. That'll basically be a four-leg intersection there then. That way you can come and shop at Publix and go back toward the between or Splitsville area. We also are working with them on Highway 11 where you get off the ramp at Highway 11 and 78 to go north on Highway 11. There'll be one lane to carry up probably about as far as the car wash, and that'll help the school buses and the school traffic to be able to blend in as you work up toward the red light at Bojangles. The on ramp on past the Home Depot is still supposed to be like a July or August letting this year, and so that should alleviate a lot of problems in the Walmart area right there. It'll give you that opportunity to come back around. And then I understand that DOT is in the process. We'll be starting to buy the right-of-way for the Monroe bypass truck route that will be taking place sometime in February or March, with the construction still being in 2021 on that. So a lot of things coming forward here for as congestion. And in the Loganville area, you know, they're working up there with DOT to enhance some intersections as well. Social Circle's doing the same, looking at some roundabouts at the ends of the bypass, which moves traffic a whole lot smoother and is a lot less dangerous. And so we got those things going on. It's almost the end of January now, and so February is right around the corner. We'll be starting working on the county budget as we go forward for next year, or for this fiscal year. Our year is July to June, so we'll be working on that budget and hopefully keeping your taxes low like we've always done to provide the services. Please make sure that you get out and get yourself counted, you and your family and your family members. Very important as the 2020 census is rolling around, and means a lot of money for the state of Georgia, and we just want to make sure everybody's counted. And that's our planning and zoning and our PIO. We're working on that with the state of Georgia, and we want to make sure that you getting a lot of folks feel like that if they put their names out there or get counted, then they'll have to serve jury duty or have to do something. I mean, if you're here in the United States legally, and you definitely need to be counted. So make sure you find that. That's going to be taking place in March. Last part of March, you'll be getting some phone calls and you'll be getting some cards in the mail. So we definitely want to, here in Walton County, make sure everybody is counted going forward. We were 36,000 in 1990, we were 60,000 in 2000, and we was 84,000 in 2010. We will probably be somewhere around 96, 97,000 here in the 2020 census. Those numbers won't come out till late 2021. But I don't think we'll be over 100,000. We can't get there. But that's some of the main things that we're looking at this year. Is we're looking at improving the transportation here in Walton County, and we're looking at getting a good, competent budget for you going forward. And we want to make sure you're getting counted in this census. If you have any questions or concerns, please give me a call, 770-267-1316. Thank you.
Daryl D, always telling you to take the back roads, but today we took the main road to prove you can find human stories everywhere that you look, if you try. Today we meet a guy with no arms, but with a lot of inspiration for all of us to look and to see that there's always hope and always something good in the world if you'll look and see it.
Hi, I'm Michael Davenport, the Moth Artist, and today I'm at Chick-fil-A doing some artwork. I've been drawing years now, and my artwork, everybody, different people find my artwork unusual, but it's one of the best art that I trained myself to do. The good Lord gave me this talent. Years ago, I always wanted to be an artist, and I could not draw with both my hands when I did have both my hands, but 2 years after I lost my hand, I got into it. Something that most people love to see me at work. The artwork that I do is so unique because I do bulldog drawing, I do family portrait drawing, I do any drawing that one would want.
Regardless of where Michael might be, he's always got a fan close by who wants a peek at that awesome art.
My name is Kevin Hines, and they call me Chappie. Campus director for FCA Team Chaplain for Georgia. I met Michael at camp, just being around Athens, and I know some of his family, and he'll come to Margaret football camp and he'll do his drawings, and it just really inspires these young people, and especially our football players, to see a man with limitations like he has, but yet he's out there doing it and working hard. And so, yeah, it's been a blessing, and I think it's a testimony to God giving him a gift and him using it. And I think it's just a positive influence on many people that witness what he does and the quality of work that he does. I know a lot of people that got his paintings in their houses. So, no, he's just a blessing.
Owner TJ Calloway of the 5 Mile Club in Athens welcomes Michael as an employee and artist to help sell his work.
This is the SAE fraternity house. I was an SAE here at Georgia,
and we've got a series coming out here shortly. Michael's actually going to do one original of every fraternity and sorority house on campus, and we're going to hope to promote those to the fraternity and sororities as prints and maybe t-shirts, and you know, the original would possibly be available to each chapter, although this one's mine.
CJ, he got like ideas for me, like putting stuff on t-shirts, you know, and so we're gonna come out with, you know, t-shirts of what people want, you know, and not only bulldog related, but you know, something and more in the nature scenery, something more, and you know, just come out with stuff that people want.
Just to show you, he doesn't just do Georgia stuff. My brother is a big FSU fan, and this is a really cool original that Michael did of Chief Osceola on the horse.
Today at Chick-fil-A, we watched as Michael became one with his canvas. His drawings are more than just lines on a canvas, but it's a part of him. But he does admit he's learned to keep up with the crowd with new tricks.
So just learned myself how to draw and talk at the same time too. So a lot of my fans, they wait on a picture, but and some of them ask me questions while I'm doing it, you know. So.
Since Michael's accident as a young boy, he's learned to live with what he doesn't consider a handicap, but use what he has. He thanks God for each and every day and says every day is a blessing. In his opinion, he's happy with who he is.
Every day is a beautiful blessing, you know, and that's how God worked through us all, you know. God, he don't do a day without, you know, profit. Hey, buddy, how you doing? I'm doing pretty good.
Are you in need of tractor work, bush hogging, grading, cleaning, sod installs, and drainage repair? Then you need Bold Springs Landscape Solutions. Bold Springs Landscape Solutions is a licensed, insured, and certified landscape solutions company. Their services include grading and drainage, bush hogging and clearing work, as well as fencing, landscape, and sod installation. Contact Bold Springs Landscape Solutions today. Welcome to another edition of Through the Camera. I'm your photographer, Daryl Everidge. We're out at Conyers today, out at the International Horse Park, where we're going to experience some model trains that you can ride on. This is very interesting stuff. We ran into Peter, an old friend of mine, who's really into this stuff. He's got his own train.
I knew from the time I was a little kid, just introduced to trains, that this was something I wanted to do. I figured out when I was 9 years old how I was going to save my allowance and build one. That didn't happen. I was 30 until I started, and between wife, kids, job, whatever, it took me 15 years to build my engine and train that I've got now. But I've got two sons and a daughter. She could care less, but my sons, they love it. We go home covered. You see my face has got a little soot on it already. We've been just running for a couple hours this morning, and they'll do the same. We go home dirty, nasty, and love every second of it.
Coming down the railroad track. Look yonder coming down the railroad track. That's the orange blossom special. I'm gonna bring my baby back. and I lose in New York.
North Georgia Live Steamers. We've been in existence since 1981. We've started as just kind of a historical group. People really enjoy building the locomotives, playing with trains. These are just kind of the ultimate trains to play with. They're big. They're actually fully functional miniatures of the real thing. This, like any other hobby, is you can spend as much as you want. You can spend as little as you want. Some guys are into building the infrastructure, building bridges and the steaming areas and welding and fabrication and stuff. They don't want to build an engine or a train. There's some guys, they'll spend $65,000 on a locomotive. I probably have less than $5,000 in mine, but I was able to do a lot of the work myself. Kind of a scrounge materials that people are throwing away. And, so started with a set of plans. There are some castings. Had to do all the machine work myself, but sky's the limit.
The main thing is we enjoy the hobby, and so we want other people to enjoy it. And we've also picked up new members since we have been running up at the horse park once a year. And I just think the people enjoy it. I mean, I understand it's already been 100 people that have ridden, so that's a good turnout. And there comes some more.
This is awesome. My dad's part of this, so this is really great. This is amazing. I've been watching him do this for a long time, so it's really amazing.
Goats, and more goats. It's all about the goats at Double Durango Farm in Loganville, Georgia.
This is Double Durango Farm in Loganville, Georgia. We started about 15 years ago with our goats, and we've been here 20 years. It just started really as a hobby, just for fun.
Double Durango Farm offers a variety of Go Fun, including farm tours, photo shoots, custom stands, and goat yoga. That's right, goat yoga. If you're looking for a relaxing, unique meditation, what better way than with a herd of goats?
Goat yoga offers an opportunity for anybody to come and try it, and they don't have to worry about if they're doing the postures correctly or if they're really just enjoying doing something active with the goats and just sharing that moment, I think.
I found the goat yoga through Facebook, and I had some friends that were coming out and I wanted to try something different, so we found that it was here in Loganville and signed up.
So if you're looking for something to do with the family this weekend, look up Double Durango Farms in Loganville, Georgia.
Hey there, thanks for tuning in. We're going to show you some of the dogs and cats available for adoption here at Walton County Animal Control. You know, we just came through that season of giving, that Christmas time, and we just want to take a minute to recognize all the people that generously donated to the animal shelter, including one donation from Judy for $500. With those donations, we're able to continue vaccinating and deworming and doing heartworm tests and combo tests on the dogs and cats. And because of Judy's donation, we actually purchased 100 doses of kennel cough vaccines. This will protect the dogs from kennel cough and other diseases in the shelter. We'll be able to include those in the adoptions and rescues at no charge. So we just want to say thanks, Judy, and thank you to all the others that support the animal shelter by making donations. And now we're going to show you some of those dogs and cats that are available here at the shelter.
This is Shiloh. He is a year-old German Shepherd. He was found on Shiloh Road on January 14th. He's had all his shots and dewormed, and he's very sweet and playful, and he just wants a home.
All right, we have about an 8-month-old Beagle mix here. He might be a Beagle Lab mix. He's very, very sweet, very energetic. He would love to make somebody a good pet. He will have to be neutered, so just keep that in mind.
This is Clifford. He's a medium hair. He's a male. He's not neutered.
He has been a strictly indoor cat. He's really, really sweet and got a great temperament.
Good girl. We got a shepherd mix. She's probably about 3 years old. Very sweet. Seems to get along with others. Needs a home.
This is Tallulah. She is an 8-year-old Labrador mix, and she is up to date on all her shots, and she's microchipped and dewormed. She was adopted last week but brought back, but she's a very sweet dog and gets along great with other dogs.
Here we have a pit. He's a male. He's about 2-3 years old. He's unneutered, and we have him named as Ford.
We got a shepherd mix. He's already neutered. He's a little older. He's probably about 5-6 years old. Very sweet. Seems to get along with others also.
Creative artists can offer you a wide range of video production. Call the experts and discuss your project today, whether it's your special event or your company. Creative Artist, 770-267-7368. Creative Artist produces this program you're watching. Call Creative Artist today, 770-267-7368. Creative Artist, they'll put you in the spotlight. Walton County is a great place to live and play. And now let's take a look at some of Walton County's parks. Walton County has a number of large parks and a number of smaller parks. Let's take a look at those now. So if you're looking for something to do today or this weekend, check out one of our great parks here in Walton County. Are you in need of tractor work, bush hogging, grading, cleaning, sod installs, and drainage repair? Then you need Bold Springs Landscape Solutions. Bold Springs Landscape Solutions is a licensed, insured, and certified landscape solutions company. Their services include grading and drainage, bush hogging and clearing work, as well as fencing, landscape, and sod installation. Contact Bold Springs Landscape Solutions today. Babyland General Hospital is the birthplace of Cabbage Patch Dolls located in Cleveland, Georgia. Xavier Roberts converted an old clinic into a facility which now sells his dolls, originally called Little People. The facility is presented as a birthing, nursery, and adoption center for premium Cabbage Patch Kids. Since those days, the Babyland General Hospital has moved into their $2.5 million location here in Cleveland, Georgia.
And my feet don't touch the floor, but that's nothing unusual. But this is a cool cabbage chair, is it not? It's cool.
And this is Mildred, the second original Cabbage Patch Kid, adopted May 28, 1977.
So we're inside Babyland right now. This is amazing. Look, these things are going up and down here. Cabbage right here. Hello there. How are you?
Well, welcome to Babyland General Hospital. I'm Dr. Caleb,
Nurse Chair.
and we're going to be assisting Mother Cabbage in this delivery. Now understand that this is a Planned Parenthood. Is it Caroline? Yep. Okay, well let's give her a hand because she's actually already adopted this baby.
Congratulations,
Okay, and let's check and see. Mother Cabbage is dilated a full 10 leaves, which is normal for a cabbage delivery. Now the way that we know that Mother Cabbage is in labor are when the crystals at the base of the tree begin to glow. And you see the bunny bees up above us? They sprinkle their magic pollen, and that determines if we're going to have a boy or a girl. Now what were you hoping for? A girl? Okay, well we're going to do a quick sonogram. Okay. It does look like we have a happy baby. What do you think, Nurse Chanda?
I think you're going to have a baby girl.
Yeah. Okay. Now one of the first things we like to give Mother Cabbage is a large dose of amoxicillin. Now this is just going to help keep her relaxed before and after the delivery. Now we also like to give Mother Cabbage a large dose of TLC. Now, do you know what TLC stands for? Tender loving care is right. And you see that?
I see hair.
Yeah, we see hair, which means that our interns remembered to fertilize the patch last night. Which also means that the head is coming first, which is good. If it were feet first, it would be a branch delivery. We could be here all day. And now I do see blonde hair and blue eyes. That was what you were hoping for, right? Yeah. Okay. Now can I get y'all all to help out Caroline and Mother Cabbage? And on the count of 3, yell push as loud as you can. Okay, so 1, 2, 3. Push! Y'all can do better than that. 1, 2, 3. Push! Good job.
There she is.
Good girl. Wrap her up. Now, like I said, our interns did remember to fertilize the patch last night. That's how she was born with her hair. She does have big blue eyes and an outy belly button. I'll show y'all one more thing, but y'all try not to laugh. You'll notice that she does have the Xavier Roberts birthmark. Let's cover her up. I think she's starting to blush. Okay. Now before we can take her back to the nursery, do you want to tell everybody what you're going to name her? Ella May?
Ella May. She sounds like she's going to be a princess when she grows up.
We're going to take her back over here to the nursery and you can watch us give her a checkup and everything. Well, let's give both of them a round of applause.
They're getting ready for their spring event here in Cabbage Patch World, I like to call it, here in Cleveland. The balloons, people are decorating the room. This time next week, this place will be packed. People coming to see the Cabbage Patch Kids and all the magic that happens right here.
With so much excitement and entertainment at Babyland, we had to jump in the car for the rest of the relaxing afternoon in downtown Helen.
So we've left Babyland and we're now in Helen, where the festivities and fun people and the spirits are high. There's a raging river behind me. We'll look at that too. All the beautiful stuff in Helen. We hope we can capture every single bit of it on our back road treasure today, because this is what it's about, getting out, taking those back roads and finding something fun to do. Okay, so we're down by the river now, and you know, you never know what you're going to see when you're somewhere like Helen, but you don't expect to see a snake just sitting on the rocks right close to a little cafe. Amazing stuff, looking at that snake. Wouldn't have known that snake was there if somebody hadn't said, hey, you see the snake there? I look down, boom, there's a snake. Crazy stuff. That's what you see when you take the back roads. You don't expect it in Helen. So you can't come to Helen without coming to the fudge shop. Candy apples, caramel apples, we're gonna check this out.
Well, we're a fudge shop and we've been here since '77. The owner that opened this was an old Heidelberg band, and he played that baritone that's hanging up on that wall over there. We specialize in fudge and we make our caramel from scratch. It's the best caramel you'll ever taste.
They always have some great music in Helen. There's some bar over there where people are getting drunk. We're not doing that right now. But hey, we're going into the winery. There's going to be some wine in here, and I hope so. So let's go do that.
Look at you, 2 minutes more. Very good. We have something for everybody.
Okay, now you have your raspberry on the left and your muscadoo on the right. Muscadine is actually indigenous to Georgia in the southern region. It is a kind of a sweeter grape. It actually is comes from the vineyard, Fox Vineyard from Social Circle. It was probably one of the first wineries opened up in Georgia. It is 2.5 hours south from here.
That's fine, take a picture of the beer. Just don't include me in it. Tell me when I'm done. I'm done, I'm done, I'm done, I'm done, I'm done. Okay. Thank you.
Is that Santana?
Yes.
I think it is. It's kind of groovy here in Helen. Stopped off at the cafe, got a delicious Miller Lite, and it's actually Miller Lite. A lot of times you get a Miller Lite glass and you got Budweiser in it, but not here, buddy. It's all original. So we went to Cleveland today to Babyland, and we went out here to Helen. We had a lot of fun, found a lot of great people, a lot of great sweets, great entertainment, great beer, had a great time. I encourage you to take a day off, take the weekend off, take the back roads and find the treasures. I did today and I had a great time. Till the next time, I'm Daryl D.